Colin here, thanks for tuning in again. We're going to do a rock and roll guitar lesson on Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry. Thanks very much to David Corbett for suggesting this one, a good idea, especially at this time of year. Not got a lot of time because the daylight is fading fast. It's the shortest day of the year in Scotland just now, and got to crack on. So this is a 3-chord song. It's not the most musically adventurous song that Chuck Berry ever did, but the lyrics are pretty good. The way he develops themes through the lyrics and then reprises those themes, I think, it just shows a master songwriter at work. Also, I was quite interested in the fact that the boy asks for an electric guitar for Christmas, which I think, if that was a realistic prospect in the early 60s in America, shows the differences, socioeconomic differences between America and UK at the time, because I don't think that would have been a Christmas list request in Scotland, because people probably couldn't afford that at the time. But anyway, I'm going to break it down for you now, folks. Let's get rocking. Okay, folks, the rhythm section's fairly straightforward. It's basically a 12-bar blues in the key of C. We actually start on the 4 chord though, so we start on the F chord. So you form an F bar chord using that A shape, if you know what I mean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hammer on from 10 to 12 on the D string. Then go to the C chord, which is the 1 chord, and do the same riff, but obviously on the C chord. So you put those together. And then it goes to 5 chord, which is the G chord. Down to the F. Back to the 1. You can throw in a C7 shape, which would be a G7 at that. If you've got your first finger on the 8th fret and you're playing the C7 shape, that's a G7. Gives you a nice turnaround chord. Okay, let's have a look at the intro lick. Okay folks, the introduction section goes like this. So what's happening? We're sliding up. So actually we're sliding up on the 9 and the 8, 9 on the G, 8 on the B, and we play the top half of that triad 5 times. So you slide actually 8 and 9, 8, and then play that 8 on the B and E 5 times. And then we're going to play 10 and 10 on the B and G. Then we're going to hammer on 8 to 9 on the G and play 8 at the same time on the B. So you can hear that B on the 8 ringing through the whole thing. Then just repeat that second part of the lick starting from the 8s. And do the 2 together. Then we sort of do the last part of the lick again. So just play the 8s on the top once, 10 on the B and G, 8 on the B and G, and then hammer on to 9 on the G. And we finish off playing double stops, 8 and 8 on the B and E, and then pick 10 on the D. And then 10 on the D again, then 8 and 8 twice, then play 11 on the E and 10 on the B, so the whole lick goes like this. So the whole thing. Okay, let's look at the solo. Okay, the first part of the solo goes like this. So what we doing, we're sliding from 8 to 9 on the G and playing 5 8s on the B and E at the same time. Then we walk up 8, 10, 11 on the B and E. Back down 10, 8. 11, 10, 8 on the B and G. And then we walk up 8, 10, 11 on the E and the B. 10, 8. 11, 10 on the B and G. And we bend that B and G on the 10 4 times. And then 10, 8, 10 on the D, and then 8 on the B and the G. And the whole lick. Okay, the next lick goes like this. So we're starting on 8 on the G, 10 and 10 on the B and G, bent 3 times, and 8 on the B and G, 10 on the D. Then we repeat this lick 3 times, which is going from 10 to 8 on the B and G, and then 10 on the D. That whole lick goes like this. So we put those first 2 licks together. And then the last couple licks go like this. I'm going to play a G7 at the end. So the second last lick starts 11 on the B and G, 10 on the B and G going to 10 on the D, 10, 8, 10 on the D. Once more. And we'll hammer on 10 to 11 on the B and G, then off to 10 again, 10 on the D, 10, 8 on the B and G, and 10 on the D. Then 8, 8 on the E and B, 10 on the B and G, 8 on the G, 10 on the A, 8 on the D twice, one more time, and we play the G7, and that's just a C7 shape, but you've got your first finger on the 8th fret. So the whole thing. Okay folks, that's it from me. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Rocket Hillbillies and supporting us. From Rocket Hillbillies to all of you out there, we wish you a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in the new year for more rock and roll. So tune in next time and keep rocking.